Yo, what's up, Bears fans? So today I have a short little video for you guys discussing whether or not the Chicago Bears should go after superstar receiver, probably #1 receiver in the league, Antonio Brown, who recently became available when he demanded a trade from the Steelers for God knows what reason. Now, I've been hearing a lot of chatter among the Bears community on, online fan pages, on even some Bears news articles. Like, a lot of people seem to think that the Bears should maybe try to pursue Antonio Brown because he is a superstar receiver. He is probably one of the best receivers of his generation, a Hall of Famer, no doubt, and he has a lot of talent, no doubt, that could definitely help this team probably win a Super Bowl. But should the Bears actually go after him? My answer is hell no, not even close. I don't know why this is even being brought up in the first place, because it just doesn't make any sense no matter how you look at it. First of all, let's look at the money aspect, okay? So Antonio Brown, he's going to demand at least $18 million per year. And is any receiver in the league worth $18 million per year? In my opinion, no. Unless you're a superstar pass rusher or a superstar quarterback or, any top, those positions, they demand that much money because they affect the game that much. But a receiver, even though receivers do affect the game a lot, I don't think any receiver is worth that much money. And even if he was worth that much money, do we have enough money to pay him? Not at all. We don't have that much cap space right now. We'd have to cut people. We'd have to not re-sign Amos or Callahan if we want to get Antonio Brown. So it just doesn't make any sense because you'd have to sacrifice, some players on this team just to get Antonio Brown. Now, another aspect of this is that we don't have any assets to even trade for Antonio Brown. Like in the draft, we don't own our first-round pick for the next 2 years. And, they're not going to accept probably, a 2021 first-round pick. That's way too far off in the future. So there's no way we could even trade for Antonio Brown. And even if we could get Antonio Brown, right, is it worth having a guy like that on your team, on a team right now that's so cohesive, that loves each other, that's playing with such chemistry, that, every single player is really high character and everything? It's not worth adding a guy like Antonio Brown to that team to potentially mess it up, because Antonio Brown, if you guys don't know, he is a straight diva. He kind of has right now what I like to call Jimmy Butler syndrome. Jimmy Butler, just like Antonio Brown, he came from humble beginnings. He worked his way to the top. Eventually, he became famous, a superstar. But both of them, when they finally got the money, the fame, and the power, they let it all go to their heads. They're all about themselves. Like Antonio Brown, if you look on his, all his social medias, how he conducts himself, everything, he's all about the Antonio Brown brand. He's not about the entire team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everything he posts, it's about himself. It's nothing about his team and everything. He pretty much just cares about himself. And I don't think that a guy like that should be on the Bears team. Even if he has so much talent, talent alone does not win Super Bowls. You have to realize chemistry and cohesiveness are equally as important as talent if you want to win a Super Bowl. If you don't have those two things, it doesn't matter how much talent you have. Look at the Jaguars from last year. They had no chemistry at all. Their entire team just fell apart. Now, it's also worth noting that you don't need a superstar wide receiver to win a Super Bowl either. It's not like we're really hurting for talent at wide receiver right now. It would obviously help to add in Antonio Brown for Trubisky's development for this offense, but you don't need a top receiver to win a Super Bowl. Have Julio Jones, have Antonio Brown, have DeAndre Hopkins ever won a Super Bowl? No, because one receiver cannot carry a team in the way that a pass rusher or a quarterback can. So there's my opinion on Antonio Brown. Should the Bears get him? Absolutely not. If they get him, I would be a little bit pissed because it just wouldn't make any sense to me. But I don't think Ryan Pace is even going to entertain going after Antonio Brown. We'll see what happens. Maybe he could, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, that wraps up the video. As always, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Antonio Brown, if the Bears should get him or not. And peace out, guys. Bear down.